Did you know that you are the best investment that you will ever make in life, and that has your biggest and best return that you could ever get back? So why do I say that? Well, in life, you are with you everywhere you go. So learning to invest in yourself in every way possible is really going to help you in so many different avenues of life. There's a saying that says, everywhere you go, there you are. And basically it means everywhere you go in life, every place you find yourself in, you can change your scenery, you can move states away, but if you don't learn new ways to do things, maybe let old habits go and learn maybe a healthier way to do something, or a better way or a more efficient way to do something, you're always going to get those same results. So in order to get new results or better results, sometimes you have to learn new things, right? So investing in yourself in every way possible, learning new and better and healthier habits is going to take you so much further in life. And honestly, it's not even that it's going to improve just your life. The coolest thing is when you are on your journey to bettering yourself, it actually helps everybody else around you, which is the coolest thing. I've personally experienced this multiple times. It's like, you know how when you learn something new and you're just excited to share it with somebody and you want to share with them, like maybe you had this light bulb moment, right? That you just heard something on a podcast and you're like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. So normally when you're in your healing or growth journey or in just your self-improvement journey, the coolest thing is that as you're growing and learning, the more likely you are to share what you've learned with other people. So what are some of the ways that we can grow and self-improve? There is spiritual growth, there is mental growth or mental health, there is emotional growth, learning how to control your emotions better. There is physical health, which that's a big one for me, and that amazingly enough kind of goes in with all the other ones, right? So when you prioritize your physical health, lots of other things start falling in line after you prioritize going to the gym, eating better, drinking more water. You can start reading more books on self-help books, learning a new trade, going to school, getting certified in something, anything that's going to teach you something that you did not know before and be a healthy thing in your life. My personal favorite way to learn new things is through podcasts or people's vlogs on YouTube. I have found so many amazing people that just listening to their insight really does just open up my eyes to see things a little bit differently. And I personally, I just love to learn. And so I kind of feel like I'm a sponge at times. I just listen to everything that I can and take in little things and apply it to my life. The coolest things when you start applying what you're learning to is that you're going to see that it is kind of contagious. Like when you actually see that you start applying the things that you've learned and you see these positive improvements in your life, I think proving to ourselves that we can change maybe old habits or patterns or unhealthy behaviors, the coolest thing about that is it's so confidence boosting when you actually see that change is happening, and it's very inspiring and exciting. I have always struggled with like keeping promises to myself, not all the time, but little things. Like sometimes, you know how you'll tell yourself like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym after work, But then after work comes and all of a sudden you're like, I'm so tired. You start getting in your head about like how tired you are, and you just want to go home and get your comfy clothes on and just eat something and just sit on the couch and watch your show. Every time you don't follow through with these just the littlest things, every time you do that, you actually disappoint yourself. So I think the biggest and most important thing is find your reason why. Why do you want to change? Why is this so important to you? It needs to be bigger than you're just trying to prove somebody wrong. Whatever reason it is that you need to find a very like near and dear to your heart reason why it's so important to change. I honestly just wanted to prove to myself that I could do a hard thing and stick to my word. Keeping promises to yourself is so important, because then you learn how to trust yourself. You learn how to trust yourself more. So when you make an appointment with yourself, right? I am going to the gym when I get off work. So all the little tasks that it's going to take to get that done. Pack your gym bag in the morning. Don't go home before you go to the gym. A lot of the time I've found when I go home, I get too tired and then I don't want to leave to go to the gym. So little things like that. Pack your bag, get changed right after work, drive straight there, get it done. And like the feelings that you feel when you accomplish those things that you set out to do, little by little it adds up. And you start seeing that I can do these hard things. It is going to be hard. There are times where I really have to talk myself into doing stuff, but 9 times out of 10, I feel so good and so accomplished and proud of myself that I did something hard and that didn't come very easily to me, and that I just didn't want to do. I think 2 main things for me that I've learned in the past couple of years is that how you respond to things that have happened to you or that are happening around you, and how you respond to things are huge. Sometimes when bad things are happening, we tend to just run to the negative or the victim mindset of why is this happening to me? Or bad things always happen to me. Or I have the worst luck ever. And instead of thinking of it that way, not to minimize bad things that have happened to you guys or to myself, but part of life is there are hardships that we are going to have to go through. And some of them are from things that we have caused, and some of them are things that are so far out of our control. But how you respond and react when those things happen is going to be either detrimental to healing and growth, or it's going to be very helpful. So when you learn new tools and you operate outside of a place that you've always operated in, that maybe has not worked for you in the past. Let's say you are a reactive person. When things happen, you blow up, or you get overly emotional, or you tell somebody off, and you just go with your emotions right then and there. Instead of maybe responding, meaning you're sitting with the thing that just happened, maybe think on it a little bit, maybe reflect a little bit. Was there anything that you did in this situation that you could have done better? Was there anything that you did in this situation that caused this chain of events or chain reaction to happen? So learning about ourselves, so becoming more self-reflective and thinking, is there any way that I could have done that better? I've also tried to pay close attention to the people that I spend time with and that I surround myself with, because that's a big one. Are you hanging out with people that want to continue to improve their own lives and to grow, or are you hanging out with people that want to stay comfortable, and that when you're showing signs that you want to do better and maybe level up in life, they're showing signs of jealousy, or they're discouraging you from trying things, or they can just be discouraging in the whole process. Those are kinds of people that you might need to think twice about. I'm not asking you to not be friends with them anymore. I'm just saying the people you spend time with the most, a lot of the time they have a bigger impact on you than you think that they do. So if you're around people that are gossiping about others constantly, you're more than likely to join in on all that instead of be the one in the group that is the one that stands up and says, I don't think we should be talking about that person. Surrounding yourself with positive people that have positive mindsets, that are encouraging and cheering you on to achieving your goals is going to be huge. I understand that not everybody has somebody like that, or maybe they come from a background that doesn't have a lot of support. And if you don't have anybody, number one, I just want to say I'm sorry, because I can't imagine. But if you don't have anybody, that's kind of why I'm here. It's like I have such a passion and a love to cheer people on and to encourage others. I talk to women all day for my job. I think a thing that I want to encourage you with too is the moment that you decide that you want to set out and start improving your life in different ways, there are going to be things that come against you, and just know that that's part of the journey. Don't give up. There's going to be things and people that are going to say negative things about the positive changes that you're doing, because a lot of the time when we decide to do better in our own lives, the ones around us that aren't there yet or haven't decided to make that shift or that change for themselves, they're going to be a little bit resistant to it. And I think a lot of it comes down to it makes them end up feeling bad about themselves, that maybe they're not doing as much as they could be, and they know that. We all know when we could be doing better in life, and that maybe we're just liking our place of comfort that we've created for ourselves more than, because we know most of the time when we set out to make changes, it's going to be hard. It's going to take discipline, and it's going to take consistency, and maybe it's going to take giving up some things that we haven't been wanting to let go of. And so just know that if people start coming against you, or it seems like life gets just a little bit more difficult or more challenging, that is a sign that you are on the right track and you're on the right path. I know that because that has happened to me multiple times. So I can say from my own experience that any time that you choose to let go of certain habits or patterns that are not serving you anymore and that are not a positive thing for you anymore, and that you're going to exchange them for better ones, there are going to be people from your past or just people around you watching you that aren't going to like that you are starting to become this better version of yourself. And I know it sounds kind of crazy because it's hard for me to understand that there are people out there that can't be genuinely just happy to see you do better, but it is a reflection of themselves. So don't take it personally. Actually take it and use it for fuel to keep going, because it is a very, very good sign that you're on the right path. I think the coolest thing about YouTube and just the community that it creates is you find your tribe of people. At least that's what I'm hoping to do and create when in starting this channel, is finding my tribe of women that are also interested and just passionate about improving ourselves and our lives and being a positive impact to other women, and being the nice girl who helps somebody else out and encourages them and cheers for them and claps for them when they achieve something or do well. I think we need more of that in this world and less mean girl mentality. I'm not a fan of that at all. And I am hoping that I just have so many things that I would love to share with you all, and just share some things that I've learned through life, and just all my different experiences, and in hopes to help you in your journey to just self-improvement. So if this video has resonated with you at all, or helped you in any way, or even if it hasn't helped you, but you know of somebody that could benefit from this, I just please ask that you like and subscribe and share with somebody that you can, maybe you thought of while you listened or watched the video, and maybe in just hopes that it will help encourage them if they are currently on their journey to self-improvement. I can't wait to talk to you guys more and get to know you and keep encouraging you, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.